Sounds like BrainsOutt. Don't let charge just blank. We're gonna come with an update with EUR. If you got the energy, why not? Tomorrow ain't promised, so I say let me knock out another video. Um, this is I think the second video, so I haven't done this in 2 weeks as well. But last time we seen it, it was in a bit of a consolidation zone. It was still downtrending, as you can see. Big bearish market, but we see it found support here. So let's get into it real quick. We got support again, black, highest time frame. We keep it simple, y'all. I'm ready to drop down. We keep it simple. Yep, we keep it simple, y'all. We keep it simple, y'all. Okay. Like I said, if I can't see it, you're not going to see me touch it. I'm not forcing anything. Yeah, I'm comfortable with it. So I didn't do anything on the weekly because the monthly was very strong. If you can do it on the highest time frame, cut up as much as you can on the higher time frame. That way, when you get to the lower time frame, you're just looking for entry points. You're being patient, waiting for points of interest at being at lower highs or being at higher lows, supports or resistance, supplies or demands. But whatever market you're in, throw away the other market. If I'm looking for buys, I'm only looking at higher lows. I'm only looking at double bottoms. I'm only looking at bullish engulfings, bullish variations, dragonfly dojis. You know what I'm saying? Keep it very simple. Keep it very simple. Keep it very simple. Okay? So I had price here, I believe. I had this high here. Wow. Oh, there was plenty of opportunities here. I normally trade silver, trade UJ, trade GJ. Yeah, so everything else I just cut up on to stay sharp, you know? I don't have like a big group or community, so iron sharpens iron. So I'm looking forward to creating a community and having clientele, having students, having a support group. But for right now, can't make any excuses because all this information is here for me and you. There's classes everywhere. There's mentors everywhere. There's information everywhere. So don't limit yourself just because you don't have it right now because you'll get it. Don't worry about it. You'll get it. You'll get exactly what you're looking for. If you really want it, you'll get exactly what you're looking for. So yeah, price was a little choppy, but I said break structure right about here. Came back up and retested. Wow. Gotta be built for this. Okay. So we had a bit of a counter trend here. Price pushed up, pushed up. See, I just start cutting up. I see things and I just touch them. See things touch. I don't have to, but I'm just getting you used to it because if you can see it with your eyes and you practice naked trading, naked charts, it's fairly simple. But as you draw up and cut up and cut up and cut up, you're not going to need everything because you can see it with your eyes. And then you're obviously going to look at what's relevant right now because you're not worried about anything in 2011. You're not worried about anything in 1987. You just worry about what is the strongest resistance, what are the strongest trend lines, what are the strongest supports, so that you can make the best decisions with your money, with your capital. with your funds. Don't matter if you're funded, don't matter if you're trading personal account, don't matter if you're trading, your father's retirement money. You want to make the best decisions. This is not a game. This is not a game. So we seen price break structure here, came back up, retested, and we're starting to make high highs, high lows, high lows. You even see a little counter trend here. Bomb. So now we're at this resistance here. I can draw this all the way. Bomb. So I'm going to go back up to the higher time frame to see where we can possibly be pushing up to. We're going to make that daily. See what happens when you flip back and up and down. You see what fits better, what looks the best. So we have this strong daily support here, and we're just going to keep it very simple. Excuse me, we have this strong monthly support here. We're going to keep it very simple. This big double bottom came back up, broke out of this zone, retested, and pushed up. So could we be on our way back up? Let's push up a little more. And if you need help seeing, just hide it for a little bit. So this price zone right here never really broke. So we can potentially come all the way back up to 52500. 1.52500. Or we can just hit this resistance right here. And we see price can push right here short term off the weekly. Yeah, it's going to get messy. It's going to get messy, but you got to keep it clean. Once you're done with all this, you can delete, and look at what is the most relevant. So we got price potentially pushing back up to this zone where it had a lot of consolidation in this box here. So yeah, we got to look at this point of interest right here and see what could possibly happen here. Drop back down. We know that the Australian dollar is a little weak, especially right now, looking at the other pairs. So we can see it potentially continue up. Can it push back down and retest? Maybe come back down here and then continue on. It's possibilities. I don't want to confuse you too much, but as far as I'm concerned, we're bullish bias right now. There's potential to take buys, but we are at a high time frame resistance with the daily being the red and the weekly being the white. So be mindful. But when it gets to these areas, it's all about price action from there. If you don't know how to read candles, that is key. That is key. So this is Forex. This is Forex. This is a Forex currency. This is a Forex pair. So you want to get in your Forex bag and you want to see what are the best, knowing that the Australian dollar is weak, knowing that the euro dollar has been pushing up and that on a higher time frame, we've been descending. But we had this big rejection to the bottom. We got wicks. And then we have this big engulfing here. So potentially we can come back in and try to fill this candle up, maybe even come all the way up to 1.52500, like I said, based off of the weekly. Price never quite broke here. Double bottoms. Yeah, so this would be an interesting point, being that it was previously support, now resistance. Or it can push back up and fill in this candle up here and maybe find lower high point, potentially somewhere in here, double bottom, maybe even double top, maybe triple top, and then come back down. We don't know. Again, this is not a signal thing. This is about what could potentially happen and being aware. Because if you don't know what's going on, it's even worse. But if you have an idea of what's going on, you have an informed You have an informed choice, to make a decision. Or you can just say, I don't want to touch it. Let me go to something that's cleaner. This is a strong versus weak, so we could potentially see it push back up. So right now, um, it's definitely pushing up. Daily closes, daily closes. Yeah, yeah. Yes, indeed. So yeah, just stay mindful. Psych time. There's not too much after that. If you want me to dissect and get into it, then I'm going to take a trade right now because that's the only time I'm dissecting like that. As I'm going to take a trade right now. So psych time, psych time, psych time. I have a great idea of where price is going now, so I'll just be patient. Maybe wait for a pullback. Wait for good, solid support based off of a strong time frame, 1 hour, 4 hour, even daily, and then we go from there. Hold on, Rob. Hold on, Rob. Okay, this is from one of my favorite authors as well, James Allen. First heard about him in As a Man Thinketh. I seen it in a movie. Changed my life forever. Forever. So let's read this. Cherish your visions. Cherish your ideas. Cherish the music that stirs in your heart, the beauty that forms in your mind, the loveliness that drapes your purest thoughts. For out of them will grow all delightful conditions, all heavenly environment. Of these, if you but remain true to them, your world will at last be built. Let that sink in. So let's dissect and cut up real quick. Cherish your visions. What do you see for yourself as a trader? I'm not just talking projections. What do you see for the next week's analysis? What's coming up? Your TPs. What is your vision overall? How does trading fit into your vision? Because you don't want to get engulfed in this industry and get thrown off from your true purpose. You know what I'm saying? This is just a tool. Trading is just a tool. What is your true purpose? Is it teaching? Is it financial freedom? Is it changing the game and simplifying how people approach markets or approach money making? It's like there's plenty of things. Cherish your ideas. In that sense, that's what I would look at as cherish your ideas on what you see happening in the market. You don't want to be jumping on people's ideas and what people are thinking about. I challenge you to look at the market yourself. That's why I'm not giving signals. I'm just giving projections and looking at what's the forecast. How do you feel when you cut up on the chart? Can you look at somebody else's chart and then start changing all your ideas, or say, oh yeah, I thought it was buying, but now I think it's selling? Like cherish your instincts, cherish your gut, cherish your work. If you've been learning this, if you've been taking your time, if you've been really sacrificing for this, make sure you trust your gut when it comes down to it. I post ideas on TradingView all the time. I don't care what people say. They could say you're wrong. I don't care. At some point, you have to have that confidence in what you bring to the table. Moving on, cherish the music that stirs in your heart. That goes without saying. The beauty that forms in your mind. I love philosophy. I love psychology. So these things really make my brain just start type lighting up. Start flickering. Um, the loveliness that drapes your purest thoughts. Let's think about that. Cherish the music that stirs in your heart, the beauty that forms in your mind, the loveliness that drapes your purest thoughts. It's like an essence, like that's like your swagger. It's something that you can't explain, but everybody has. It's unique to everybody. It's real genuine. It's like cherish what makes you you. Cherish the type of trader you are. Cherish the type of business person you are. Cherish the type of husband or boyfriend you are, the type of son you are, the type of friend you are. Cherish that. You bring your own package to the table, your own qualities. That's how I see it. That's how I'm interpreting it. And I challenge you to find your own understanding within this, your own meaning. For out of them will grow all delightful thoughts. I truly believe in that as well. I believe if you just be yourself and you stay true to your nature, what feels natural to you, for out of them will grow all delightful thoughts. I stayed true to myself and I felt comfortable. I thought, no, let me take the mask off. I thought, no, let me not even have the camera on. I thought, no, let me not even do the YouTube channel. But naturally, this just feels good. Feels right. You can hate on it. You can comment on it. You can say you're not doing it like the other videos. You're not doing it like everybody else. I guess that's what makes me more of me. You gotta let what's for you be for you. Do what feels the best and what comes out the most simple, the most natural, what's innate. I'm sorry if I'm confusing you, but it's just a lot of great information. And this little paragraph, um this right here can do a lot for you if you know how to break it down and really use it as insight for yourself. If you really break yourself down and talk to yourself and write stuff down and figure out what it is that makes you you, because that's going to be your tool. That's going to be your power. All heavenly, for out of them will grow all delightful thoughts, all heavenly environment. Of these, if you but remain true to them, your world will at last be built. So that speaks to me and saying, do not be easily moved, you know? And whatever game you get into whatever industry, you want to learn, you want to adapt, of course. You want to evolve, but you got to stick to what makes you you, what makes you feel the best, what keeps you at your best. It's not everybody's not going to be able to understand it, but you got to do it. You got to do it because what's meant for you will come. It will be attracted to you, but you got to stay true in your nature and you got to just manifest those good. I'm getting real deep. I want to throw y'all off. But your world will at last be built. So if I correlate it to trading, I would just say whatever trader you see yourself as, you need to let that person come out fully. It's not going to come out in a group per se. It's not going to come out trying to jock somebody else's style and trying to say, oh, let me do everything like this person so I can make all the things that they made because I want that life, I want the things they have, I want that money, that car, those women. That may not be for you. That may not be your calling. You might actually obtain that, but you're going to lose what was really meant for you. For our meditation is key, and silence and solitude can sometimes be solace for people. You have your own name, you got your own social security, you got your own skin, your own heart, your own blood. You need to hone in on that. Because from that, your world will be built at last. What kind of world do you see for yourself? What kind of market do you see for yourself? What kind of trading do you see for yourself? What kind of profits do you see for yourself? You might be better than the person you're trying to emulate. You know, whoever swagger you trying to steal, you might have more sauce than them. So yeah, I challenge you to just read this and see what you get from it. You know, for out them will grow all delightful thoughts, all heavenly environment. Y'all know what it is, man. It's the finest and best trader. Forex trader. You know what it is. Stay blessed, stay peaceful, stay happy. Um, yeah, man. It's been a pleasure. Let this count down. Brains out.